says we're fucked. I can't believe I'm about to say this. I don't hate Freddy's Dead. That's like the weirdest. It's the weirdest takeaway from tonight. I've hated this movie for years. For so many reasons, but tonight I don't hate it so much. It's definitely not the worst of the series. Big screen wise, it was nice. The surround was beautiful. I love the way the sound was mixed. One of my biggest pet peeves tonight, though, was why didn't the 3D ending be restored? That would have been cool, but it is what it is. Pacing of the movie, like, it's not as bad as I remember. The John Doe kid, though, God, he's fucking annoying. Just listening to him fall down the hill, and anytime anything, like, he's got the most high-pitched, weird squeal that you just kind of want to punch him in the teeth. Don't care for him. His acting is god-awful. There's a lot of god-awful acting in the movie, but nothing's as bad as Breckenmeyer's hairstyle. Like, I've seen women with ponytails and short, like, it's like he tries to have a woman's haircut, but to where you still know he's a dude. It's, I don't know. Maybe things were different back in '91. I was a little kid, don't remember. But overall, like, I don't hate this movie like I thought I used to. Now, somewhere during the middle, when it gets kind of Looney Tunes with stuff, it's a bit much. The power glove, Freddy, backing up the bed and nails across the street and stopping and looking at the camera. Like, when did Freddy become Bugs Bunny? Or him doing, like, the cartwheels and stuff at the end, and you can see his t-shirt underneath his sweater. I guess when you get burned that bad, you got to make sure that you're styling. Not a bad movie. Not a good movie. But I don't hate the fact that I did this as much as I thought that I would. Tonight was the night I was dreading, but I'm happy I came. I'm looking forward to checking it out again when the 4K comes out, because I'm anxious to see what it looks like at home. I know that the 3D is restored for the 4K as well. I hope that my set comes with the 3D glasses. If not, I'm sure maybe the 3D glasses from the Friday the 13th Part 3 should work. And if not that, maybe my glasses from My Bloody Valentine 3D will work. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to try it when it happens. But my Freddy journey is almost to an end. I thought while I was watching the movie, funny story, when I was a kid, I remember seeing this movie. I feel like I rented it when I was at my grandma's house. And at some point, I remember being at a Sam Goody, maybe at the Lynn Haven Mall in Virginia Beach, back when I was a kid. And I remember buying the soundtrack, buying the cassette. And I remember listening to it and enjoying it. And I feel like maybe I bought the soundtrack before I saw the movie, because I'm listening to the songs and I'm trying to imagine what's happening. And I remember there was a song, I don't recall the title of it, but there was a part in it where, very plain as day, you hear the guy going, "Don't you fuck with me," but he does it in a real low, drawn out voice. And as soon as my parents heard that, that was it. That tape was not allowed to be listened to again. I mean, 91, what was I, 7? Yeah, maybe 8. Yeah, definitely not appropriate. And it was one of those albums that didn't have a parental advisory label on it, so that was interesting. I spent $17 on a tape, because that's what they cost back then. And saved up my allowance, got it, and wasn't allowed to listen to it. We had to take it back because it said the F word. Which, I mean, kid that young shouldn't be listening to that anyway. But yeah, just a funny story, the things you remember. So, yeah, that's it. Freddy's Dead. More comedy than anything else, but I really liked... the dream sequences are cool. Like, they really tried to do well. And the Carlos stuff is just iconic, honestly. Like, when I think of Freddy, I think of stuff from Dream Warriors, but I also think of Carlos's death too, with the hearing aid thing. Just, that was like the perfect balance of funny and also messed up Freddy. So tomorrow's the last day. Tomorrow is New Nightmare. So my Elm Street theater journey is coming to an end. It's been a lot of fun. Still gonna do that ranking when we come out of this, because I gotta finalize some thoughts. But yeah, stick with me, and I'll see you tomorrow.